Hey Candace, we might be getting close to a record here.
This is a definite record.
What is up, everybody? We are out here in the sugar bush, and I think this just might be it. We might be on our last collection. I know, sad to see the season go myself, but you can't mess with Mother Nature, and it's starting to get a little warmer out. How's them buckets, Candace?
They're looking pretty full.
Yeah, they are. That's a pretty full bucket for us right there. So we've got full buckets. We're going around collect, and we're going to talk to you guys about how our season's gone so far. Oh, that's a full bucket. We got some full buckets here, ladies and gents. About time. We're probably stretching our season out just a little bit this year, but we're trying to get as much sap as we can. We've had a fantastic year so far, and we want to keep that going. I'm not giving up yet. Well, that's almost a full bucket. Oh, that's heavy. We had a really warm week this week. Probably the warmest week we had in quite a long time. We actually got a snowstorm coming tomorrow, and the weather looks great for maybe one more run. Maybe. We'll see. We're gonna collect today, get this guy ROing down, and then first thing in the morning, we're gonna go boil some sap. And the elusive Sap Sucker comes walking out of the woods, carrying 2 buckets of sweet, sweet goodness. What's that?
This is one tree.
One tree?
Yeah, I had to separate it to carry it.
Got 2 half buckets?
Yeah.
Is that the tree from way out?
No.
We got some full buckets here for sure. It's kind of nice that we got full buckets right now because we went for most of the season and we had a very, I would say a slow start to the season this year, which is fine. It just took a really long time to get going. Now she's going. Yeah, this is one tree that's 10 gallons. So with the weather, you know, in Michigan, who knows? It could be sunny and 72 tomorrow. We could have a whole bunch of snow. You never know. Next week could be really warm, too warm, and the trees quit giving sap. Or it could be perfect temperature and we get a hell of a run. Just gonna take it as it goes. If we, if we get a good run, then that's great, and we're gonna cook that sap down and make some beautiful maple syrup out of it. So this is Candace and I's view, pretty much, for an hour or so that it takes us to collect. She's getting pretty beefy though, guys, so. You guys are probably asking, hey Eric, why are you making your wife go out and get all these buckets out of the woods? And I offered to do that job, because I know you have to lift every bucket up and out of the woods. But the problem is with this IBC tote in the back of the truck, it's too tall for her to get the buckets all the way up on top and then to be able to pour it in. So I have to do this job because of my superior height. So now that we are winding down to, towards the end of maple syrup season, we are starting to do some more things, like starting our seeds for our garden, getting our bees figured out for the spring, and just starting to get ready for hopefully a nice spring warm up here. So you guys are gonna be seeing some more videos from us doing multiple different things around the homestead. We're getting chicks here pretty quick. I think we're getting some other animals here pretty quick. We got our garden going, our seed starts going, our bees going. So we got a lot of stuff going on. We got a lot of content for you guys to check out.
So here's testimony to how much better Eric's system is. Before, at this time in the season, when I'd walk out and get a bucket, I'd be going, please be empty, please be empty. Well, I just walked out and went, yes, there's a lot of sap in it.
Do you guys have the same problem too? But our trees like seem to wake up really late in the spring. I have no idea why, but like this one here, it's been empty almost all season.
Ooh.
Is there anything in it?
It's leaking out as I'm opening it.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, right up to the top. Yeah. See, now this tree, like I say, woke up finally.
Every year, it does that every year.
Is that one full too?
That's
Almost,
pretty
yeah. Yeah, isn't that weird, Candace?
Yeah, every year it does that. This one does, and a couple others.
I'm gonna leave that one. We'll have to pour some into it. Yeah, I don't know why. And it's a really good tree. It's a large maple, but it will not. Like when all the other trees are running, that thing won't run at all. And we always think, well, maybe it's just getting old and it doesn't want to give up any sap anymore. And that is not the case. It's just old and tired and doesn't want to wake up so early in the spring. Hey Candace, we might be getting close to a record here. I know the truck is not sitting flat, and I do have the back of the IBC tote propped up, and that's for my gravity when I unload, but there's a lot of sap in here, and we still got quite a few trees to go. Breaking news, we might have a record sap haul today. You guys stick around here, because we're going to give you guys some numbers on this. This line right here, let's see. Right there, that's at 100 gallons. But like I said, it's on an angle. So we're gonna, when we offload into our other IBC tote, you guys will be able to see exactly how much we got because the floor in the barn's pretty flat right there. So we'll get a good idea. But I think this might be a record. We're getting real close to a record. That's 125. That's 150. So still on a weird angle. We're going to offload this quick, and I'm going to show you guys one more time how we offload the one tote to the other. Garden hose. So we're going to try this here. Candace is going to try it.
Give me the honors.
Yeah, I will. Yep. That's just a little safety on there. You just got to
Flip it up.
flip the little yellow thing up. Open her up. There you go. Oh, it's going. There you go. Just like that. It's pretty easy when the tote's so full like this. It'll siphon right out. When it's lower, you usually gotta dump a little bit into a bucket, get the siphon going, and then flip it up into the IBC tote. But not
We're
today.
flowing today.
Yeah, we got a lot of sap. Candace says she thinks this is a record as well. So we're gonna offload this and we'll keep you updated. All right, we're at the very last few gallons here left in this tank. I am gonna finish draining into our big IBC tote, and then we're gonna reveal our big sap total for today. All right, we're gonna have Candace show you how much sap we got here. Come on over here, Candace. What we got?
Holy sap, Batman! This is a definite record.
What we got?
It is over 125 gallons.
Wow. Yeah, that has to be a record. some kind of record. I
For
mean,
us, it's a record.
yeah, for us it's a record. I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that are making syrup. They're like, oh, I get 125 gallons every time I go out to collect. Well, sorry to say we don't. So that's a big run for us. But we've got our RO system right here. I'm getting ready to put the hoses in the tank, and this is going to run all night long. So we're going to get this going, run the RO system all night long, and we're going to come out here in the morning and start making syrup. Okay, I wanted to reiterate one last thing quick. The way I'm doing this is I'm recirculating the whole tank's worth of sap right now. So the whole tank, the concentrate is going back into the tank. So I have my permeate that's separated going into this container right here. My concentrate line is going right back into the tank. So it keeps recirculating itself. If I was to RO this whole tank, it may run dry by the morning, but with recirculating it the way that I am, it's not gonna run dry at all. So I can get up in the morning and have hopefully more than one time RO'd sap, basically. So if we're going from 2% to 4%, it might get through that whole cycle and go to 5.5 or 6%. We made it another day. We're going out to the barn right now. Got my coffee, got my helper. We're gonna go see how this RO system did last night.
Reluctant helper.
She's not that reluctant. She's out here, ain't she? All right. Yeah, we got through about 30 gallon, I would say. That's awesome. That's 30 more gallons that I don't have to boil. All right. You ready for this, Candace?
I'm ready for this.
We're gonna get our evaporator set up and start boiling the sap. Oh yeah, and our big winter storm. We got a storm here. It's windy, it's rainy. We don't have any snow yet. Me and Candace were just inside watching the forecast. We're supposed to get 1 inch of rain, 2 inches of snow, and 2/10 of an inch of ice. So I don't know how that's gonna pile up at the same time, but. All right, we gotta get this bad boy rolling. In the rain, in the wind. I know it don't look like a whole lot, but when you live back in the woods like this, it's not usually really windy at all. There's a stiff breeze out here today. Oh, look at that. That whole pine tree is froze. It's all ice on that pine tree. There's no ice out here though. We're good out here. We're firing this baby up. You're coming along with us. Getting it going now. Get yourself a little $30 torch like this. Save you hours of time throughout the season. We just finished up with breakfast here, guys, and we had to put the tent up because look at all that snow. We actually did get some weather here. So it's just kind of winding down right now. That's fine. We do have another round coming in a couple hours, so I'm going to leave the tent up. So we just kind of put the tent over top of the evaporator, and it's not covering the entire evaporator, but it's pretty close. I didn't want to get it too hot up here off the stovepipe, so we're just keeping that back a little bit. It was really coming down fast for a while. It was getting rain and then hail and sleet and snow, obviously. And yesterday we didn't have any snow here, as you can see earlier in the video. And then now we've got about 2 inches. So, and it looks like we're going to get maybe another inch or two more yet later today. So we are just getting our boil on here, keeping this fire going. Keeping our sap in the pan. Nice hot fire in here in the firebox. Our boil is going along nicely today, and we wouldn't be able to do this without some of these upgrades that we did this year. We had a record sap haul, and that's good. Anytime you can get a record for something, especially when you're in what year? Year 5? You know, that's great. So that means we're improving. So as you know, one of the major upgrades this year was our evaporator. And I think with a record number of gallons of sap this year, I think we're going to have a record number of gallons of syrup as well. So we don't have our final numbers on that yet. We'll be coming out with that shortly. But we wouldn't be able to do that without some of these upgrades that we've had this year. So this is really the biggest upgrade for us this year was our evaporator. And this thing is so much nicer now that we can cook so much more sap in such a shorter amount of time than we used to, that this is hands down been one of the biggest benefits that we've had since we've been doing maple syrup. One of the other major upgrades we did this year was add a second RO membrane to our RO system. That has allowed us to RO twice the amount of sap in roughly the same amount of time. So we've doubled our production on our RO system. So right now with this year, we are ROing directly into our pan, and that is saving me hours upon hours upon hours upon hours of time. I'm sure we're going to have a video at the end of the season. We'll kind of go over everything, give you some final totals of what we came up with here at Gagne Farms. We're going to put some more wood on this evaporator, guys. We're going to finish out a couple batches here. So you guys make sure to stick around, watch some of these videos, share them out with your friends, click that bell for notifications, and we'll catch you on the next one.